How do you grab a color from an image and put it into your brand kit in Canva? I just recorded this and I don't think I shared my screen correctly, so we're doing it again. Here we go. For the sake of this exercise, let's open up a couple windows. The first window we're going to open up is your brand kit. If you don't know what a brand kit is, this is the Canva brand kit. And mine aren't great yet, but you can have as many brand kits as you need. Mine are kind of smushed together right now because I don't always take the time I need to do stuff. Lesson number 1, take some time to make your brand kits a little easier to and cleaner. But for now, this is my brand kit. There's some logos. It used to be I only could have one brand kit, I guess. I don't know. Then they changed it all. Here are color palettes. And we're going to go down here. We're going to add a new color palette for the sake of this exercise. And I'll just delete this one so you can see how we add one. So we have all these color palettes. We're going to add a new one. And we're just going to add a custom palette. And this is going to be our test palette, okay? So that's how you add a test. That's how you add a color palette. We're going to do this as a test. So you want to add a new color, but you don't really know what color it is, all right? It's because let's say you're over here and you're, we'll do another one. Hold on. You're just over here and you are scrolling through Canva and you're seeing all these cool things. And I am not my best self today. Let's try this again. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up a blank document. And let's say you're like, "Oh, I love this presentation. I really want to use a few of those colors in my stuff, right?" So we're going to go with this one. We're going to look. You're going to go, "Oh, I love that. I love that. I love her shirt color." So first, let me put this out there. You can grab any color from any element like this easily. It's right here. Just click on it. There's the color, right? I can copy that color by pressing Control C or by right-clicking and pressing copy. And then I can go over to my brand kit and I can Control V or right-click and paste that color in to add it to the color palette, right? So if it's an element or a font, you can do it without a lot of hassle. You just go to whatever the element is, you pick the color that you're excited about, and then you just grab the code. But when you're looking at a picture, it's different because while they'll show you the colors down here, right, that you want to use, sometimes they don't show all the colors. So for the sake of our discussion, I'm going to show you 2 ways. First way is if you want to find a color, you can click on the picture. You can scroll down and see if it'll show you the photo colors. If it does, you can click on that. You can click on it, and then that color is going to show up here, right? And you can copy it, and you can move it to your brand kit. Or, and I think I said this before, if someone has another hack that I don't know for this, it's fine. And I love it and I can't wait to hear it. But I have bootstrapped this because I don't have that capacity. So the other way you can do it, if you don't like going through those steps, the second way you could do it is click on the picture. I'm sorry, don't click on the picture. Grab an element box or a font, but we're going to use an element box. We're going to do a square because it's easy and it's big. So it's easy to work with. So we're going to put a square on our thing just for a little bit. It's just a temporary square. And then we're going to decide we want to change the shape of that square. We're going to click on the color. We're going to click add a new color and we're going to go to the eyedropper. And the eyedropper is going to allow us to capture the color we want. Now, that color can then be added to our brand kit, right? And it's a little different than this color, right? Because it depends on where you click on it, but that will give you your general colors. There are lots of ways to pick good brand palettes, but this conversation came about because I was working with an educator who's working on some stuff, and she found a gradient background that she really likes, and she wanted to use those colors in her in her branding. But the gradient background was an image; it wasn't where you put colors in, so she couldn't easily grab the hex codes. So to give you just one other example, I will show you that as an example. So if we go back home, and I'm going to click here, and this is a background. It's an image. So when you're in Canva, if you click on backgrounds right here, right, you can look at all different kinds of backgrounds. They're all graphics, and they have different colors in them. So again, clicking on the colors of this, she wants to put this in her brand photo. So what we found was an easy way for her to do this, or in her brand kit. She wants to put the colors on this photo in her brand kit. So one of the easy ways we found for her to do this, and again, there are different ways to do stuff. So if you have an easier way, let us know about it. But we just we added an element box that was a straight color, right? We just went element. I put in square, and there are shortcuts for that, but that's for another day. It added my shape. And I'm going to take that shape, and I'm going to change the color to these colors so I can add them to my brand thing. So I pressed add a new color, and I just go for it. So I use the eyedropper. There's my color. Then I can put it in my brand kit, right? I use my eyedropper again, grab that color, put it in my brand kit. Nope. I did not copy it. All right, so we're going to copy it. And put it in our brand kit. So again, the idea is that it's just an easy way for you to grab what you need, because sometimes there are functionalities within Canva or other things. There are shortcuts. Sometimes the shortcuts don't work, or sometimes it's just a lot to think through. So when you need to think through it, just remember you can grab the color from anything. You just need to get yourself a little square. And again, I'll show you how to do that. You go to elements, and you can go to shapes. You can put any shape in, really. You can put a circle, right? You just need it to be something you can color. You can even do this with font, but this just makes a little more sense to people because you're not worrying about the font then. So click on it, click the color, and you can add any color from anything that's on the page at that time. Or down here, I could grab a different color, right? Could come down here. I want to do that color. Same thing. And again, there are other ways to do it, but this is just an easy way to snag a color if you need a color. And then you can copy it and put it right in your brand kit. Brand kits are important. If you haven't set yours up, please do. I'm going to go in and clean mine up, but they will change your life when it comes to easily getting to your assets. Because when I go to an item and I want to add something in, I can go directly to my brand kit. I have all of my colors. I have all of my logos. I even have photos. So you can keep this right where you need it to easily get to stuff. Make your Canva play a little more efficient. So that is what we're doing today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Write a comment if you did. Again, if you have an easier way to do all these things, I'm all ears, baby. Tell me what it is. All right. Have a great day. Have a great afternoon. And I will see you with more things they thought you knew. We knew. Everyone knew. Later.